Okay, welcome to today's discussion. Today we are going to learn about how to multiply two fractions. Now, fractions can be broadly classified into two categories. One is proper fraction and the other type is improper fraction. What is proper fraction? Well, proper fractions are those whose denominator is larger than the numerator. For example, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 1 by 5, etc. What are improper fractions? Well, improper fractions are those whose numerator is either equal to or bigger than the denominator. For example, 6 by 5, 9 by 6, 2 by 2, etc. Now, the rule that I'm going to state is equally applicable for both proper and improper fractions. So let us illustrate the rule with the help of an example. Suppose we are asked to multiply 1 by 5 with 2 by 5. The rule states that we must multiply the numerators together and we must multiply the denominators together. So what is the numerator on the first fraction? 1. What is the numerator on the second fraction? 2. So when I multiply 1 with 2, what do I get? 2. Now let us turn our eyes towards the denominator. Denominator of the first fraction is 5. The denominator of this on the second fraction is 5. So when I multiply 5 with 5, what do I get? 5 into 5 gives us 25. So let us now take the help of a second example in order to reinforce our concept. Now, what does the second example tell us? Let us suppose I have 1 by 6 and I want to multiply it by, let's take an improper fraction this time, 9 by 6. So at first what will I have to do? I will have to multiply the numerators together. So what is the numerator on the first fraction? 1. What is the numerator on the second fraction? 9. So what do I get? 9 into 1, 9. Now, what is the denominator on the first fraction? 6. What is the denominator on the second fraction? 6. So what 6 into 6 gives us? 36. Now, you can leave it in this form, but see, this fraction 9 by 36 is not being reduced to its lowest form, which means that between the numerator and the denominator, there is a common factor other than 1. What is that common factor? Well, 9 is a factor of 9, 36 is a factor of 36. So what we can do, we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by this common factor, namely 9. So what happens when I divide 9 by 9? I get 1. What happens when I divide 36 by 9? 4. So this is my final, 1 by 4 is my final refined answer. Well, let's take a third example. Let us keep a fraction as the first thing to be multiplied. Now, as a second fraction, let us not actually take a fraction, let us take a whole number. Suppose 2. Now, you might know or might not know that all whole numbers, I can express all whole numbers as a fraction having a denominator of 1. So 2 by 5 remains 2 by 5 and 2 becomes 2 by 1. Why is it so? Because 2 divided by 1 gives me what? 2. Now, having expressed 2 as a fraction, I can now apply our usual rule, that is multiply the numerators together, which is 2 into 2. What does 2 into 2 give us? 4. And what does the numerator what does the denominators give us now? 5 into 1, which is 5. So 4 by 5 is the answer to this example. What happens if both the fractions happen to be improper? What we will do then now? Well, pay attention to this side. Let us suppose I have there was a slight mistake. What will happen if both my fractions are expressed as mixed numbers? What is a mixed number? I have a whole number portion and I have a proper fraction portion. Let us suppose, look at this, 1, 3 by 5. This is a mixed number. So likewise I have another mixed number, 2 by 3. Now how to tackle this example? First thing that we must do, we must express all the mixed number as improper fraction. So let us do that. What do we have to do? We have to multiply 5 times 1, then add 3. So 5 times 1 is 5, added to 3 gives us 8. So it is 8 by 5. Now what about the second second mixed number? There is 3, there is 2. So let me multiply 3 with 2. What do we get? 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So I get 8 by 3. Now the usual old rule, multiply the denominators together. So what do I get? 5 into 3, that is 15. Multiply the numerators together. 8 into 8, what do I get? 64. Now you can either leave it in this form, or if you wish, you can express it as a improper fraction. That's your choice. Oh, I take it back, there was a small error. You can either express it as improper fraction, or which is this form, or if you wish, you can express it as a mixed number. So let's see, 15 how many times 60? 15 on the 15, 15 to the 30, 15 to the 45, 15 4 is 60. So we have 4 here, and then 4 by 15. 15 4 is 60, 60 plus 4, 64. So you can either express it as improper fraction, or you can express it as mixed number. That's your choice. So with this, today I would like to end this discussion. I hope that these 5 examples will enable you to solve any kind of problems related to multiplication of fractions. Thank you.